best one because I think the Saviors would take the better doctor, but hopefully they were about even.
He seemed nice.
He did, yeah. And then the other doctor said something good about the Saviors too, but he's just been indoctrinated. I didn't mean that as a pun, but and then let's see what else. Oh no, that's it. Yeah, well, I just also thought it was notable that the reason why Maggie is so settled in at Hilltop is because the doctor said you need to stay here until the baby's born and be close by. So that's why they're like, okay, we live here now.
Yeah, yeah. And it's pretty nice there anyway. I wouldn't want to go back.
Yeah,
it's kind of a downer
There's
over
a lot
there.
Of crap going on over there.
All right.
Aaron and Rick are going off for supplies, which I hope we get to see that because I want to see more Aaron, and I'd like to see Aaron with Rick.
Yes, and yeah, I love Aaron so much.
Yeah.
So yes,
that'd be cool.
Cheer up, Rick, would you?
Jesus, I'm liking Jesus. I don't totally buy that he wouldn't step up and lead because he seems so capable, but when the subject came up, he just said, "It's not me, I'm not a leader." And then he said, "I just try to help." Right after he said, "I just try to help," he gave Sasha the necklace that Rosita made for Abraham. So I don't think that was much help, but I guess he probably didn't know.
He didn't know. Here, I just tried to help. Here. This is your dead ex-boyfriend's ex-girlfriend's necklace that he dropped.
But he, I don't know. I like that he was standing up to Gregory, and he's going to be a change agent here. He's going to try and install Maggie, or maybe Maggie and Sasha as the leaders, but. Let's see. Gregory said something like, "All this can be yours, only you'd have to stick around for a few minutes and be a part of this place." So maybe he's just too restless. He needs to move around too much, and he can't be counted on to be solid in one place or something. I don't know.
Also, can I mention a fan theory that was brought up last night on The Talking Dead?
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, so this was brought up by Kevin Smith, by the way, who said he was noticing that Gregory's eyes and Jesus's eyes look very similar. And the theory was, are they somehow maybe father-son?
Somehow, as in...
Are they?
As in, are they? I would doubt that. I mean, Jesus said he was already the leader when he got there, so...
Oh, yeah. That would discount that theory.
I mean, unless, he just happened to find his dad, But
anyway, that was Kevin Smith's theory.
He was on Talking Dead?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, along with the actor who plays Gregory and the actor who plays Jesus.
Nice.
Yes.
Jesus
my
guy. He's
good
the best.
Lord. With that British accent, Tom Paine.
In Nashville, we were all at a bar the night before the panels and stuff, or the convention, and he was drinking and just holding court and having fun talking to different people. And I don't remember what I said, but I went up and I go, "I'm doing your panel tomorrow." And he's like, "All right." I'm going to say, "Who loves Jesus?" And he loved that, And so it was really fun.
Did you do it? Did you say that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It was a great panel. He's awesome.
He does seem like he's very charismatic. He's my new favorite character to watch.
Yeah,
not just because he's easy on the eyes.
No, he's got a good energy to him.
He does,
and he knows kung fu, so that's really cool.
Appreciate that.
All right, that's enough of that tough, and that's why we have been telling you about our sponsor Club W and how they make it easy to get wine personalized to your particular taste and also conveniently delivered right to your door. But here's a little update for you. Club W is now called Winc. And it's spelled WINC. Did you know that?
Yeah, we said it last time.
Oh, okay. Well, they have a new name and a new improved look, but everything else is the same. It's the same amazing wine company, and their focus is to introduce you to new wines that you'll love. I have been using them for a while now, and I've found, just like with Nature Box, I like to explore different things, but also when I find my favorites, I'll get one of those every time, just to know I have a for sure winner.
Me too.
So this Cabernet Sauvignon called Chop Shop. Have you tried that one?
Yes.
That's my favorite one.
Yep.
It's kind of peppery and it's got a little orangey and plummy in there. And then there's another one. It's a blend of Sauvignon Blanc and Viognier called Wildest Dreams.
Oh, I haven't tried that one.
It's really refreshing and it's kind of got a honey taste, but not too heavy. So those are my two favorites, and I'll get one or both of those every time and then try something different. But they have a ton of different choices. They work directly with the winemakers and growers from all over the world to create this wine and deliver it right to your door. They have a 100% Saction guarantee. So that means that if you don't like a bottle they send to you, they'll replace it with a bottle you'll love. No questions asked. That's kind of amazing, right?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I would think if someone's on the fence and they heard that, they might go, oh, okay, I'll give this a try, because it's like, I'm for sure going to get one that I like. You don't just get sent any random bottle. It's a personalized wine membership. So they recommend wine specifically based on the results of this palate profile quiz. You take a 6-question quiz about your tastes, and then they'll send you the wines that they think fits that. And you can rate the wine that you receive, so that further refines your logarithm or whatever, so that they know better what wines to send you. If you sign up right now, you get immediate access to all this fine wine from all around the world, and you can find out for yourself why Karen and I and thousands of other satisfied wine lovers are raving about Winc. Another good gift, by the way, is sending wine to people. That's kind of a
oh my God, that's a great
thing,
idea.
right?
Yeah.
That's not an everyday gift, but I think you know who in your life might really appreciate that. The best part is they're offering you guys $20 off right now when you go to trywinc.com/deadcast. They even cover the shipping. So you get fine wine personalized to your palate, delivered right to your door. $20 off, complimentary shipping right now when you go to trywinc.com/deadcast. That's trywinc.com/deadcast.
Thanks, Winc.
Obvious threat to untold numbers of citizens.
The people it kills get up and kill.
Are they slow-moving, Chief?
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
This is a Walking Deadcast news update.
All right, just a couple of little things. First, Millie Bobby Brown played 11 in Stranger Things. Remember her?
Yep, loved her.
At a recent Comic-Con, she said, "There's this one show I just want to be on so badly. I've tried everything to get on The Walking Dead. I don't even care if I'm a zombie."
What?
So she wants to go on The Walking Dead. That'd be cool.
No, she just wants to meet Chandler Riggs.
And try to bite him.
That's awesome. She should be able to get on
I've
that
heard a
show.
lot of people say that. Yeah. Well, there were some of the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC did a zombie movie called The Dead Seven, I think.
Yes.
And so some of them were at Walker Stalker, and they played a song on stage. And it was pretty awesome. Like, I was never into boy bands, but standing there, you can't help but get into it. And
Yeah.
then Joey Fatone,
Yeah.
who's in, I think, NSYNC. He
Or
was
whatever.
like, "Anybody here from Walking Dead? I want to be on the show." Over the loudspeakers.
That's awesome.
That was pretty good. Okay, next. Apparently, Chandler Riggs' dad, William, recently posted on Facebook, quote, "7-year contract completed. Grateful to AMC, cast and crew, TWD fan base, and especially Chandler for always being 100% dedicated."
What?
Well, apparently Chandler's 7-year contract has been completed. And in my opinion, that is a negotiating tactic. To say, I don't know. Or, it could just be a celebration. But, when you're on a show, I think 7 years is actually a pretty standard contract. And then once that's over, it's renegotiation time.
Yep.
And that's when you read a lot about disputes or people getting let go. Or, on a show like Walking Dead, it's really interesting because they have a really easy way to write characters off.
Yes, they do. And he is going to the sanctuary. He's on his way to, and he's missing an eye.
I think he'll be fine, but it makes me wonder about everyone because, well, I guess there aren't a lot of people who've been on the show for 7 years anymore, are there? There's Norman Reedus, Carol,
Andrew Lincoln,
Melissa McBride, Andrew Lincoln. and Carl. I think that's it. 4 of them.
Yeah. When did we meet Lauren Cohan?
Season 2. On the farm. Yeah. So,
On the farm,
and I bet
right.
you Melissa McBride, she didn't get like full star status until later on. So maybe they started a new contract with her then. I don't know how that works.
Wow.
But anyway,
Wow.
I'm sure they'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Yes.
Don't worry.
That's a really funny statement though. Okay, we're good now. Bye.
Thank you. Okay, next. For the upcoming Critics' Choice Award, Jeffrey Dean Morgan was nominated for Best Guest Performer in a Drama Series for the Season 6 finale. So congratulations.
Wow. I mean he wasn't on very long, was he?
I think that's the point. It's just this award is Best Guest Performer, so it's just like one episode people. Yeah.
Quickly come in, say a nursery rhyme.
And then get an award. And then finally, Scott Gimple on comicbook.com, they asked him about a Walking Dead movie, if there would ever be one. He said, that question comes up every now and again. I'm sure one way or another, one day it'll happen. I think it would be cool.
Of course there will.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? Yes.
Then he goes on to say, William Shatner as Rick, we'll get Edward James Olmos as Daryl, hit all the big shows, Matthew Fox as the governor. I mean, that's ridiculous. William Shatner, he's like 75. Edward James Olmos as Daryl, maybe when he was 20.
I love the thought of William Shatner.
Rick.
playing Rick.
That is actually pretty cool.
That makes me so happy.
Old bloated guy. If they did do a movie of The Walking Dead, I would want it to be where it came out in the summer and it was an episode of the show like the X-Files movie did with all of the actors that we know, not a remake or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, or Firefly did that also.
Yeah.
Serenity.
Yeah, like that. That would be so cool, man. I would watch it. I would go.
Yep.
All right, that's it for the news. Now it's time for listener moans, groans, and grunts. You want to go first?
Sure. This first one comes from Paula Hopper, who writes, tractor scene sucked. I thought it was totally stupid that tractor crushing that car is getting filed in the Department of the Suspension of Disbelief. Wow, we haven't visited that department in a while. Carl and Enid's kiss was awkward, even more so than Rick and Michonne's lol. I was totally giddy and smiling from ear to ear when Maggie said her full name, Maggie Ree Lasai. I miss Glenn.
Lasai. Well, you got to go watch that YouTube video, Paula, about the smashed up cop cars, and then let me know what you think. Rima Joe says, not my favorite episode this season, but I thought there were some good moments. I loved Stephen Ogg, great performance, and I enjoyed how he made Gregory squirm. Yep, Gregory's still a jerk. I liked it when Maggie slugged him. Very satisfying.
Yep.
The balloons for Glenn, that made it all real again and was heartbreaking. The bit with Carl and Eden was not great, but I understand they had to get Carl in the back of that truck, so I won't complain too much. Best part, I could watch Jesus shimmy down that pole all day. Finally got to see some ninja action, and it was hot as fuck. Need more Tom Payne in future episodes.
See, I think he was locked. I think they locked the doors from the outside or something. That's why. I mean, can you even lock the door from the outside? It's so weird. Somebody please explain that.
Yeah,
to me.
somebody explain.
I'm pretty stuck here. Maya Suzuki writes, I actually was so ready for this episode. Last week felt like an epic poem on constipation. Super thumbs up for the 3 nasty women sitting at the table together in strength, resilience, and solidarity. And those green balloons, oh my heart.
My friend Chris wrote an epic poem about a fly that's like 100 pages long. I need to read that.
Wow.
I know it sounds crazy, but I have a feeling it's entertaining because he's an entertaining guy.
Brother.
Teresa Abella Gralberg says, I like this episode, how it was focused on Maggie and Sasha and how they're dealing with the death of their loved ones. Some people may not like the episode much, but if we don't have an episode like this, then we'd all be complaining that Maggie and Sasha weren't affected enough by the deaths. Hey, that might be a good point there. Also, I love that they are building up Maggie to be the leader of the Hilltop. Mm-hmm. One note, that necklace Jesus gave Sasha was the necklace that Rosita made for Abe last season. Ouch, bittersweet for Sasha, I'm sure.
Yep.
Yeah. I was just telling somebody when I was a kid, I'll never forget this. There was this kid, Jared Cogswell, who always would go steady with different girls in class. This was like 4th grade, right? And that meant they held hands or whatever. Did I already tell you this?
No.
And I went up to, and everybody, all the girls liked him. And I went up to this girl, Tracy, who I kind of had a crush on. And I was like, hey, did you hear Jared Cogswell was making out with Vanessa in the crossing guard room? And she just got this sour look on her face and walked away. And some other guys all, oh, good job, dude. She totally has a crush on him. And I was like, oh, sorry.
Is the moral of that story that some guys get all the girls?
I don't know. I guess
That's
it's just
sad.
Don't rub salt in people's wounds, but sometimes you just can't help it because you don't know.
Jesus didn't know. He's just like you, honey. He didn't know.
Yeah.
He thought he was doing something super nice. Lindsay Lee writes, love the episode, especially watching Maggie and Sasha together. Their relationship keeps building from walking to Terminus together to now grieving their loved ones together. And I love that 2 teenagers can still fall in love on roller skates, even in the zombie apocalypse. Get it, Carl.
Get it. Yeah, I liked reading that because it reminded me of they're having a good long friendship here.
Yeah.
So that's cool. John Ben says, the last scene with Maggie, Sasha, and Enid sitting around the table holding hands reminded me of the sisterhood of the traveling pants. Not that like I've ever seen that movie or whatever.
It's okay. You can see that movie, John. You're man enough to see the sisterhood of the traveling pants. Mofavo says, hope Karen enjoyed her week off and hope all the hope in this episode has Karen back in the co-host seat. P.S. Carl needs a haircut.
Hear, hear.
I love Carl's beautiful, long, luxurious
That's the only thing keeping her on this podcast.
That's
Carl's
his hair. It's a whole character.
It needs its own special contract. Ashley Renfro says, not really into it. Just felt a little silly to me. The music was weird. Gregory was weird. And the rollerblading was weird. I am happy that they stopped the one storyline episode trend, though.
Yes.
I don't blame you for feeling that way.
Yeah. I like multiple episodes bleeding into each other, please. And maybe not literally bleeding. This is from Fran Bernstein, who writes, she actually wrote that. Most boring episode so far. Love seeing Maggie, Sasha, and Jesus, but nothing happened. Best part was the look Jesus gave Carl at the end. Other than that, a big dud.
Mm-hmm. And Rebecca Louise says, another great episode tonight. I love Xander Berkeley's excellent portrayal of Gregory. It's like he has crawled out of the graphic novel and is sliming his way onto the screen. Love the scene of Sasha and Jesus taking down the zombies. Did you see the midair ninja kicks from Jesus? Yeah, awesome. Also love seeing Simon, toying with Gregory. My favorite GTA character coming to life in my favorite show. It doesn't get much better than this. As for the ending with Carl on his way to the Savior's compound, as a reader of the comics, I'm so excited for what's to come with that storyline. Heavy breathing. This season is so... me too, man. I can't wait. This season is so strong, it's like we're being rewarded by AMC for sticking with Fear the Walking Dead all summer. Like when my mom would only let me eat pudding if I'd eaten all my Brussels sprouts first.
God, you know what? I gotta tell you, I love Brussels sprouts.
Oh, you should watch Fear the Walking Dead then.
Yeah.
That's their new marketing campaign. It's good for you.
It's as good as Brussels sprouts.
Here, have it with a little mayonnaise.
That's funny. Rick Montalvan. Yeah. You
like
give me the
Ricardo.
hard ones. Rick Montalvan. The Carl and Eden stuff was cringeworthy, and the fight scenes were kind of edited clunkily.
Maybe.
Clunky.
Robin Cooper Simon says the episode was ridiculous. The writing was off the charts bad. It was so soapy and dramatic that I was sure Jesus was going to call Gregory Dad in a heated moment. Just like
Jessica Rhodes says, can someone please kill Gregory off? He is the worst. I mean, really. Did he take up acting yesterday? I'm cringing at his performance.
There were a lot of people that stuck up for him after that, but
Different strokes,
there's
man.
a lot of emails here. Lynn Pulchritudinous. Oh, I was trying to give this one to you because
Lynn Pulchritudinous Malinowski.
Yay.
I've been practicing.
Says,
Lynn,
I
baby.
finally get a kiss between Rick and Michonne I can believe in. And we end up with
Yes.
an Enid Carl awkward kiss to take its place. It was
Yeah,
sweet.
but teenagers are supposed to be all awkward with their kisses.
All right, let's take a little break and talk about our next and final sponsor. That's Distilled. Distilled, well, you shouldn't have to stretch your budget to buy jeans with a little give. High-end denim can cost hundreds of dollars, but bargain brands don't offer the same level of style and comfort. So that's what Distilled is all about. It's about making it affordable to get really, really nice high-end jeans. Distilled, spelled DSTLD, has revolutionized the fashion industry with their timeless luxury grade denim. So you get jeans that would normally cost you hundreds, starting at just $65. They get rid of those excessive markups by refusing to work with middlemen. So they ship directly to you, free shipping. They guarantee the fit. So they'll send you a new pair until you get just the right perfect pair of jeans that you want. And Distilled jeans are built to last, and they'll be a staple in your closet for years. I got mine months ago, and I love them, and they're in my rotation. And anytime I want to look especially good, I'll put those on, and they look good, and they feel great, and they're nice and stretchy. And just now in time for the fall season, you can pair them with a new jacket because they also have men and women's denim and leather jackets. And those are available with the same superior quality and effortless style of all the other Distilled products. But I like them because they just have a few things. So you can go on there to distilled.com, that's DSTLD.com, and check out all their stuff really quickly and see, you can get a real good sense of their style.
And I gotta say, again, they make great gifts. My friend Sarah Lynn, who saw my bomber jacket, said, "Oh man, I'm going on the website." She did, and she ended up ordering a jacket for her husband.
That's awesome. Did you tell her to use our code?
Yep.
Nice.
She's like, I'm all over it, Karen.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's all right, baby.
And we got this email from listener Avelino who said, "Hello, Jason and Karen. I heard your advert for Distilled jeans on last week's podcast and decided to order a pair while taking advantage of your $10 discount. They just arrived and are awesome. I'd been shopping around for denim for a couple of months now and couldn't believe the prices a lot of companies charge. The raw denim jeans I ordered look awesome and feel perfect right out of the package. Thanks for getting them as a sponsor, Avelino." That sounds like some marketing dude wrote it, but I swear one of our listeners actually wrote that to us. So I thought that was great. Thank you for sharing that.
Great.
Yeah. So if you go to distilled.com/deadcast right now, you get $10 off your first order. That's dstld.com/deadcast for $10 off right now. That's 5 letters, dstld.com/deadcast. Thanks, Distilled.
Thanks, Distilled. Okay, this one comes from Rob Keith from LA, who writes, "I'm a bit confused as to why the Hilltop is afraid of exposing Maggie and Sasha. The Saviors obviously knew Alexandria was going there for the calculated roadblocks in the season 6 finale, but both and both were there for the punishment lineup. Yeah, it's weird."
I mean, I never really got how the Saviors knew to set up those roadblocks. They couldn't have known that Maggie was going to need to go to a doctor and bring everybody in Alexandria with her. So I thought it was just like, okay, we are homing in on these guys. They've been causing us trouble. So let's just set up a perimeter and wait until they come out for their supply runs or whatever. I thought it was something like that. I don't know if they knew specifically that they had a relationship with Hilltop, or Enid is a spy. And a lot of listeners write to us about that and say over the last 3 years, I would say, or however long Enid's been on the show.
Yeah.
I know she's a spy. I know it. It's going to come out.
I know. Yep.
And next from Ashton Dotson. That's a great name. Regarding why the cut off hands. Remember there was
on the statue. Yes, I told you about that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Sometimes you don't remember the things you tell me. I'm just.
I mean, sometimes, all the time.
Ashton says, "I wish I could find the source material where I first learned this, but do you remember the statue with the cut off hands hanging from it at the Savior's compound? In medieval times, this is what they did with the cut off hands of thieves as a warning to others to not steal."
Creepy.
That might be what that was about.
Ew. Still very creepy.
Mm-hmm.
This is from Monica
I like
West.
it.
And by the way, thank you, Ashton Dotson. And you're right. That is a fun name to say. Monica West writes, "Hi, Jason, Karen, and Duncan. I just found your series. My name is Monica West. I'm a filmmaker and a recent transplant from New York to San Francisco. When I did a search for the best San Francisco-based podcast to listen to, the bold italic sent me to you. Listening to my first episode now with the slip that dick down your throat opener. Shocking, amazing. Also, Karen, I hope you're enjoying your rest. Admittedly, I'm scared as shit of The Walking Dead. I knew I would never sleep again when I saw that girl with the pink bunny. It's funny. That's like a shout out to season 1.
Yep.
Though I thought you might like to know that my friend Michelle Ong, who was nominated for an Emmy for her work as Alex on Fear the Walking Dead this year, plays a lead role in the Bay Area-based series I created called The Best Thing You'll Ever Do. We premiered in New York recently at the Brooklyn Web Fest and won the New Hollywood Emerging Voices Award. Wow. It was pretty exciting. In any case, we'll be so pumped up if you wanted to shout out Michelle and or the series on the Walking Dead cast. Many thanks in advance for considering it. Wow, that's so cool. So that's the Best Thing You'll Ever Do series. Is that right? Is it a web series?
Yeah, it's a web series.
Oh, that's cool.
Should we shout it out? No, I'm just kidding. We just did.
We just did.
I guess if you search for that, Best Thing You'll Ever Do, you'll find it.
Oh, that's so great. I can't wait to search it. Thanks, Monica.
Okay, so now the next 4 emails are sort of a counterpoint to listeners who are reacting how you and I have had different opinions and perspectives on the whole season this year, basically Negan and the storyline of the Saviors and all that stuff. So I thought it would be interesting to read what people say about that. So Kristen Crabtree says, "Hi guys, I was a little sad not to have Karen today on the cast." That was last week when Duncan was on. "I love you, Duncan, but I love having a female take on everything going on and someone who does not know the comics and does not know what to expect moving forward. Karen, I know you didn't like this episode and you're not enjoying Negan. As a female viewer and someone who's not read the comics, I also find this hard for our leaders. Saying that, our group has its strongest people in each camp. Maggie is at Hilltop, Carol and Morgan at the Kingdom, even Daryl at Negan's camp. They will fight. They will come together and defeat Negan and Lucille. I believe Rick is taking a chapter out of Carol's book and showing Negan what he wants to see. His hands were twitching on the bat. There is fight left in him. He will win. Hope that uplifts you. I missed you today."
Oh, that does uplift me. That's great. Thanks, Kristen. That really, really makes me happy. And you're absolutely right. We do have our strongest people at each of the camps. I love it. That's great. That's perfect. I feel good about that. So thanks. This next one comes from another Kristen Longbaugh, who writes, I just wanted to say thank you so much for today's podcast. It was really hard for me to listen to the Walker Stalker podcast and read the forums on AMC. Seems like people were a little negative on this episode. Like they just can't stand our heroes not being badasses this season. I'll admit this is not my favorite episode either, but I love that you guys backed up this episode by saying that the harder we fall, the higher we can rise up. I love that. I have been behind this season 120% because I know it will have a huge payoff. I know it. I know Rick is biding time by being compliant. I 100% believe he is carefully planning and waiting to see a crack in Negan. And yes, the mention of Judith and Shane does prove that he is a smart, patient man. Back in the day, I remember Rick told Shane it took everything I had not to knock your teeth in when he found out about Lori. That's a strength, not a weakness. He is absolutely practicing his strengths right now. Great podcast this week. Thank you. Thank you. That's nice.
Do you
awesome.
think he's doing that? He's pretending and biding his time?
If he is pretending, he's doing a good job. Yeah. I think part of him probably is biding his time and there is some hidden stuff going on, but I think there is also part of him that has been, shaken to his core. Yeah.
I mean, I would, if he's just like, all right, you guys, I was just fooling and I have this great plan, that would be pretty cliche, I would say. I would prefer it if he was, maybe there's a part in his mind where he thinks maybe, but he's also just like, well, on the other hand, maybe not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, I think the spark of rebellion will grow in him as time goes.
All right, let's see it.
Okay. Paul Guglielmo says, I love your show. Thank you for what you do each week. I got to tell you, for some reason, I'm bugged that Karen is poo-pooing this season. I think this season is so vital to the growth of our heroes. Seeing them hit rock bottom like this is going to make their climb back up the mountain so much sweeter. Didn't Miley Cyrus say it's the climb?
Did
I don't
she?
know. I just think her lack of enthusiasm right now is like when a sports fan's team stinks and they don't watch any games because of it. Then a couple of years later, when that team gets good, they're decked out head to toe in their team's gear, buying tickets to the game and calling themselves diehard fans. You're not a diehard fan unless you stick through the thick and thin.
I hear that, and I think you've got an excellent point, Paul. You really do. I hear that, and I feel like it's not that they're down. It's not that makes me, that was hard for me to talk about last week. It was that I didn't like the episode because I hated the oppressor. It's not that I hate the oppressed. I love my team still. I just hate that there's a big bad guy with a bat bashing in their head.
Like if your baseball team started bashing in each other's heads, then you might go home.
If another team, if the Boston Red Sox came and they started bashing in the San Francisco Giants heads, and we named our cat Posey. Okay, so I really, really love the Giants, and that would be bad.
You wouldn't keep going to the games.
No, I wouldn't. No, it would be a bad
You're not a true
thing.
fan. No,
that's probably true. Thank you, though. That's
thanks,
it.
Paul.
You're absolutely right.
Your turn.
Okay, and this is from Emily Williams, who writes, Dear Karen, I am also really struggling watching this show. I may just give up on it, or I might just skip the season. Either way, I don't think I can listen to the podcast without you. I like Jason and the other guy, Duncan, but I also need someone to be horrified at how truly fucked up it all is. I feel like it is turning into torture porn. Obviously, it always straddles that border, but I can't brush it all under the table because Negan has some funny one-liners. I can appreciate a few of Negan's one-liners, and I do love a good villain. I prefer a Dalek to the Doctor any day. Still, I feel like without your voice, the podcast is too one-sided. I miss you today. Anyway, if you decide to drop off the show, I totally understand. Honestly, I might just drop it too. But if you decide to stay and feel like sharing how terrible you think the show is becoming, know that I would be cheering you on. There have been more like me out there. Lots of people like the zombie genre as social justice fans. Romero's movies are all about examining the big isms. Night is racism, dawn is racism, consumerism and sexism, day is militarism, land is corporatism. I'm not saying you have to examine and dissect everything, just that not being okay with this plotline is a valuable and needed perspective. Wow, Emily, thank you so much. That's great. I appreciate that. I feel validated. Thank you.
I was really happy we got that. And I think it's on one hand, I think it's really cool that we got those last two. One person who is like, come on, get with the program. It's great. And the other person is like, well, no, I want you to, I need the perspective of someone who is not on board with this stuff. So my hope is that, well, now you have us both. So, yes. And Karen, like I mentioned last week, you and I talked about this and we're like, no, don't pretend to like it if you don't. Just say the truth. That's when I say that, it just has me feeling energized. Yeah, say the truth. Some people don't like it, then too bad, right? But I think it's cool that you and I both have different opinions about this because so do our listeners. And the only thing I hope is that I still get to geek out about when Negan I think is just so bad that and horrible that it's funny. And I know some people might be offended by that, but hopefully, that applies to me too. I'm going to say my truth and I want you to say your truth and then let the chips fall where they may.
And to quote Jesus, we're all going to be one big, happy, dysfunctional family.
All right. Thanks for writing all that stuff in. We have a few calls. This one is anonymous.
Ow! Guess who this is? Oh! Boom! Remember who I am? Well,
Scott
No.
Gimple.
remember who I am. Anyway, you know who I am. I don't even need to introduce myself, okay? So what I'm going to say right now is I started watching Walking Dead again, okay? I stopped about 2 years ago. I stopped like halfway through season 4 because I wasn't loving it. I just kind of fell off the wagon, you know what I mean? I fell off of it. And then I jumped back onto it 2 years later about, so I was halfway through season 4. I just finished it. I just got into season 5. Little terminus action. Boom! I'm still really far behind. I'm 2 seasons and a couple episodes behind. But I'm coming back, bro. I'm coming back, bro. Yo, Karen, I still love you, okay? I still feel
Oh, I
you're
love you
beautiful
too.
based on
Aw.
your voice. Your face is gorgeous just based on the sound of your voice, okay? Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense, okay? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm liking it. I still have some problems with it, like the writing,
That's
dumb
all.
things happen.
Just the writing.
So for all
Yeah.
you people that you're all up to date, let's go back to a little scene where, Rick's under the bed, right? He's hiding under a bed in this house. And this guy's like, hey, I want to use that bed. One of the dudes that's walking around, I want to sleep there. And then the other guy's like, no, I'm sleeping here, dude. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to murder you. That makes sense. He murdered him because he wanted to sleep in the bed. That is so stupid, man. The reason why they did that was just so that they could put in that scene where the guy's choking on the ground and he's looking at Rick. He sees that he's under the bed and he's like, oh, snap, dude. Don't keep choking me because there's a guy under here. Literally, they made him murder that dude just for that one moment of tension. That is so dumb.
True.
Sorry. I'm sorry. But no, seriously. A lot of dumb things like that. They write in a lot. Dialogue, a lot of it's stupid, and just like moments that just don't make sense. I just like, why did that occur? Why was that written? That's stupid. But anyway, I still like the show. I don't really know why, but I like it. I like the premise. I like the whole survival aspect. I like how they're discovering new places. I was getting tired of the prison. I was really excited to see, what's up with Terminus. And the only thing about that is just like, dude, could they have, enjoyed it for, a day or two? But no, the second they get there, it's like, hell, dude. It's like this.
Yes.
I mean, come on. You know what I mean? I want them to find a good place. I mean, you know what?
He got cut off. he did a part 2. It's shorter. I'm going to play it. Here it goes.
Okay.
Your phone cut me off. I was talking, okay? So you kind of interrupted me there a little bit. Anyway, what I was going to say is, one thing that I like about Walking Dead is that it made me think of this question I have of where's the best place to live during a zombie apocalypse?
That's it. He got cut
Hawaii.
off. So, anything to say about that?
Wow. The best place to live in a zombie apocalypse is Hawaii because it's always the best place to live. Or Singapore. Too many people. Scotland. That's my new favorite place.
Or just do what Robert Kirkman said he would do and jump off a bridge.
No, that's defeatist. And also the writing, the do not fear, Anonymous, by the way. You look great in that color. And wow, your outfit, amazing. The writing's really gets better and better.
After Terminus? Yeah, I thought so.
I mean, I love the whole Terminus
Me
thing.
too, man. That was the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. I never thought about that. You killed him just because you couldn't sleep in his bed.
Right. They were bad men. They were really bad men. Those were the wolves?
Yes. No, those were the claimers.
Claimers. Thank you. Oh, yeah. He claimed the bed.
That's right. Okay, here is Anwen from New Zealand.
Hey guys, it's Anwyn here from Dunedin, New Zealand. This episode kind of made me laugh, and I'm not sure if it was really supposed to, but yeah, it was kind of cool. Gregory, I guess, he's such a snivelling groveler. And Negan's deputy, I can't remember his name, but he was hilarious. I loved him. The other funny parts I thought was, I kept laughing whenever they said anything to do with Jesus. They were just such funny lines. What do you want, Jesus? And Jesus, Sasha's all by herself. And my favourite one was, honey, I'm talking to Jesus. That was quite classic. The roller skates, that was awesome as well. They find these roller skates on the side of the road, Carl and Enid, and they just roll happily down the street together. And I thought that was very cute, and it was a nice kind of cute puppy love in the apocalypse moment. But I've played roller derby, and I've seen people snap their ankles on a perfectly smooth, flat track. So
yes,
skating down the road amongst all those leaves and twigs, maybe not such a good idea. Anyway, keep up the good work. I love listening to you guys each week, and look forward to hearing your feedback on this episode. Bye.
Oh, boy. Enwyn. Oh, she's wonderful. Call back anytime.
Yep. We pretty much agreed with everything you said.
Yes.
And then we have Patricia from San Diego.
Hey guys, this is Patricia from San Diego, a big fan of the show. I wanted to make a couple of comments I hope you appreciate. Number one, spot on about the abuse, the type of abuse that Negan dishes out. A couple more things you might want to note as you're going through the PTSD and psychological abuse vocabulary. Something called flying monkeys and another thing called gaslighting, both of which Negan is employing pretty well. You can find all that online, I'm sure.
I didn't hear the second thing she said, but she said flying monkeys, which is about narcissist enablers who are friends, family members, pastors, counselors, could be anybody around the narcissist that sort of takes on their, takes their side.
Yeah.
So apparently that's a phenomenon that happens.
I think she said gaslighting.
Oh, we'll have to look that up. I don't know.
Yeah. And that's from that movie, Gaslight. With, I want to say, Betty Davis. Am I completely wrong about that?
I don't know. Patricia, let us know.
And I think gaslighting somebody is like you're taking over their identity or something.
Okay.
I could be
because I think her point is just to explain why all these other people would be assholes just like Negan who are around him.
Right. And they've assumed his personality.
Yeah.
That is exactly right.
And they're sycophants.
Flying monkeys. That's great.
And here's the rest.
Another comment that I had about the woman who's leading one of Negan's troops. Here's my suspicion, and this is because I have PTSD from psychological abuse. My thinking is not so much that he respects women, but more that he's positioning certain women so that those who are abused feel like they did something wrong, and if they corrected it, they could also lead. That's kind of a typical ploy that these guys use to throw you off guard and keep you off balance, I guess. So those are my 2 cents, and I hope to see what happens tonight. Thanks.
Thanks, Patricia.
Yeah. So would she say that the reason why one of Negan's lieutenants is a woman, that girl from last week's episode, because he uses that to manipulate the other women to feel like if they did right by him, maybe they could get into a position of power too. Basically just playing people off of each other.
Right.
But it's interesting to me that you suffered PTSD and you're watching the show, and I'm curious if you ever feel like, oh, it's too much. It sounds like you're actually really into it. So maybe that means that you're feeling healthy.
Patricia's got it together.
Yeah. Okay. And then we have one more call really quick here.
Holy.
That's it. We got some Rick. Coral. All right. Now it's time for next week on The Walking Dead.
Next week on The Walking Dead, Season 7, Episode 6. The title is Swear. And the description is, a new community is discovered. A slightly longer description is, someone stumbles upon a brand new society, and this society is unlike anything seen before. Swearing undoubtedly ensues.
I swear it is. I swear.
I swear. Different. So I saw a preview for next week, and we get to see our old friends we haven't seen in a long time, Tara and Heath. And apparently it's only been 2 weeks. Can you believe it? Since Tara and Heath left Alexandria. Is that crazy?
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of time with these things.
It really
Sometimes
seems like
several episodes can be over a couple of days.
It seems like, exactly. It's only been 2 weeks since Tara and Heath left Alexandria, which is crazy. So they're talking about, do we leave? Do we not? Do we go back? We don't really have that much. They've been scavenging and they haven't found a whole lot. Heath is traumatized by the raid on the sanctuary outpost and doesn't seem very happy at all. On the other hand, I believe Tara says that we should keep going and see what we can find. Another preview shows a girl and a woman on a beach, and looks like a nice little East Coast beach. And the girl is very stabby, and she's stabbing the sandy zombies in the head, and nearly stabs Tara, who is washed up on the beach. And the woman says, "This one's still alive."
Is Tara? So Tara's just like unconscious and in bad shape,
and almost stabbed by the little girl. Yep.
Because I saw the one with Heath and Tara, and I couldn't pay attention. I was so bored by it.
Really?
It was only like a minute and a half long. Wow. But I was hoping in the context of the episode it would be better. But I was.
We're going to the beach.
Yeah, but I'm glad to see them. I like
too.
Heath and Tara. And when I was mispronouncing Alana's name, the question I was asking was how she felt about. Did she feel left out because she wasn't in the lineup with Negan? You know.
Yeah.
And she said that she was actually supposed to be in that lineup, but she wasn't because she got pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
So that means that this episode is also, I think if she hadn't gotten pregnant, then this episode wouldn't be happening.
Yeah. I hope she had her baby and all as well. I mean, the baby's probably in college? I mean, it's been a long time.
Yeah, I think the baby's, I don't think the baby's even 1 year old yet. I don't know, but she's good. It's all good.
Good. Lindsay Lee. For this new morning with its light, for rest and shelter of the night, for health and food, for love and friends, for everything that goodness sends. And to quote Jesus, we're all going to be one big, happy, dysfunctional family. Amen.
The town of Milton may seem normal at first glance, but the shadows are cursed and the expansive woods surrounding town are forbidden. They call it the Void, and nobody comes back alive.
You're headed straight for the Void!
Milton lives suspended in time, trapped by a dark